I've been watching you do some magic from there.
I didn't even know.
Yeah. What do you do? What can you show me? What can you
Well, let's
blow me
try
away?
something.
Let's try something.
Yeah, something fresh and new and interesting. So, are you good at telling lies, JimmyO?
Sure. I
You are?
can. Yeah.
Okay,
Sure.
so I'm going to test your lying ability, if you like. So I got a dice here.
Okay.
I want you to be sure it's not a trick dice or a loaded dice. We're in the Magic Castle. They probably have a few of those.
Probably
I don't
do.
know. But dice are really used in games and gambling to create randomness. So roll it a couple of times and call out the numbers that are
Okay.
coming up, just to make sure it's not loaded.
One.
That's a one. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go again.
perfect.
One. Again. Yeah. Go again.
Let's do
Make
it
sure
again.
one doesn't keep coming up.
6.
Go again.
Okay. Woo. 3.
So different numbers coming up
Sure.
all the time. Okay, in a moment, I'll look the other way. When I do, I want you to roll the dice and then cover it. But remember what number it lands on, okay?
Okay.
I'll look the other way. I'll close my eyes, roll it, cover it. Okay, tell me when it's covered and I can look back.
It's covered.
Okay, look at me. I'm going to ask you, is it a 1, is it a 2, is it a 3, is it a 4, is it a 5, is it a 6? Say no every time. My job is to figure out when you're lying, JimmyO. Okay, here we go. No every time.
Okay.
Is it a 1?
No.
Is it a 2?
No.
Is it a 3?
No.
Is it a 4?
No.
Is it a 5?
No.
Is it a 6?
No.
Now, you're very good at lying. Actually, you'd be very good at lying to your brother, your mother, your father, your sister, everybody. You've learned lying over a long period of time, but the eyes never lie, JimmyO, never lie. So your eyes dilated just ever so slightly on number 3. It's number 3, isn't it? It is. And that could be luck, so go again, and this time I'll make it matter. I'll make it matter. I've got about $100 on me.
Oh, shoot.
That's now
Okay.
yours. You own it. You own it, okay?
Okay.
I got to try and win it back from you. If I get this one wrong, you keep the stash of cash, right? I'll look the other
I'm
way.
fairly sure I'm not going to get it. Okay. Okay.
But this time we're going to make it even more interesting,
Okay.
okay? This time just think no. Don't say anything, just think no, okay? Think no, don't say anything. Is it a 1? Is it a 2? Is it a 3? Is it a 4? Is it a 5? Is it a 6? Is it a 6? Is it a 6? Oh, yes. Your eye twitched just ever so slightly. Number 2. It's number 2, isn't it?
Oh my! I thought you were going to say 6. I was like, oh, I would.
I get the cash back. You're not as good at lying as you thought.
I
JimmyO.
am not. I am not. What? How? So okay. How do you translate this to the silver screen into this?
Yeah, so I mean, I suppose the first part of the process is sitting down with Ed Solomon, the amazing writer that he is, and just throwing out loads of magic and mentalism and hypnosis ideas at him. And then once he figured out the structure of the movie and the kind of things that he wanted in the movie, my job is to, I suppose, make these things come to life with as little CGI as possible. That was the kind of rule for the second movie. So yeah, I mean, when we chopped Lizzie Kaplan's head off, for all intents and purposes, her head was chopped off. In other words, you know, I spent about 3 months working with the props department to design an illusion that she could fit in, lie down in, and when you see it in the movie and you rewatch it, it's actually her head dropping to the ground at that speed. It wasn't a dummy head, it wasn't a stand-in. The same thing with Dave Franco. You know, I taught him the 3-card Monty, the close-up version, and then we needed to translate that to a jumbo version for the purposes of the script. So I had to come up with a method where that could really be done even here on Hollywood Boulevard. So all of the things in the movie, all the magic in the movie can stand up in real life, you know.
How long does it take for the actors to master it?
Well, we put them into magic camp for a couple of weeks at the start of the movie, so that was fun. I mean, literally that involved us all sitting in a room, teaching them how to spin cards like that and just firing cards around the place and at cameras and things like that. And then, you know, then when we got into their specific roles, teaching Lizzie Kaplan how to produce doves, but it was all done quite quickly because at the end of the day, their time is precious, movie time is precious. So, you know, I would have always wanted more time, but, you know, luckily a lot of them were their particular roles, especially Dave Franco. He went home every night and practiced card spinning and card throwing and back palming for hours every night.
Oh my God.
You know, I didn't send Lizzie home with doves because we couldn't do that. But yeah, Dave was throwing cards. Woody would come out with me hypnotizing people on the streets of London. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, you know.